Welcome to the Pete Show. I'm Happy Pete.
No, you're not. I'm Happy Pete. I'm Stabby Pete.
I'm Country Pete. That's right. I just feel so happy. It just, came over me.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. So today, this is the second episode of our Oktoberfest Fight-a-thon. And we're doing Midnight Sun's Festbier. Festbier?
Festbier.
Festbier. Midnight Sun Brewery is one of the older breweries in town. It's been here since 1995, I think. One of the first breweries I went to. Still super good. They have I would recommend the pretzels if you go to their place, their loft. They have great pretzels. Today we're drinking the Oktoberfest version of theirs, which is called their Festbier. Festbier. Ugh, Festbier.
Oktoberfest. An elegant beer for a more civilized age.
And it's perfect for the Pete Show then. We're very civilized. Well, some of us are.
Yeah, I shower every day.
I take a bath every day. Yeah, baths are way better than showers.
People soup.
Yes, my second favorite thing in the world is hot tubs
So
behind alcohol.
People soup. And what about your kids? And your wife?
They're
Things. They're things.
Oh.
They're not
Yes.
things.
Those are
What
people.
did you say about me? What did you say about me?
Happy Pete, this is your favorite beer, supposedly.
Favorite style of beer?
Style beer, okay.
Oktoberfest. I love it. Malty amber lager goodness. Yeah, I love good Oktoberfest.
Stabby, what's the IBU and the ABV?
It is, the ABV is 5.8% and the IBU is 20.
So a little bit more. I think the last one we had was 14.
It's 15.
I can definitely
50.
taste it. Little hoppier in this one. Not overly hoppy, but
Oh, yeah.
definitely hoppier.
Oh, now we're going to take you to the pour cam.
This is the best pour cam.
Ah,
Yeah, yes. This is a very nice pour cam.
This is a pour cam by the Midnight Sun.
Is it a rich can?
Rich cam. They're a pretty nice brewery. Although they're not, I'm surprised how much beer they sell. They don't have the biggest brewery in town. That's got to be King Street. It's got to be the biggest brewery in town.
They're overcompensating for
Well,
something.
Yes, of company.
Well-
But we're doing King Street next. Check back next week for their episode.
Well, I mean, Midnight Sun, are you talking about like the size of their building? Or
Yes.
is this by how much they produce?
I don't know. They produce a ton of They
It's
produce a
not
ton of
the
beer
size of the brewery. It's the motion of the...
of the war.
I mean, because Budweiser has huge breweries.
Yeah.
And they don't make a good Oktoberfest
Yeah.
that I've had.
I did live in Manitowoc for a while, and they had a huge brewery in Manitowoc. It's like a whole
You lived
city
in a
block.
man's what?
Walk, Manitowoc.
Oh.
It's next to It's in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. So
They
I
make
have no idea.
they make Manitowoc cranes. Is what they're known for.
Is that
and
near
in beer.
Sparta
Yes,
or Toma?
Toma. It's about an hour and a half north of Milwaukee and hour and a half southeast of Green Bay.
What is?
I don't know.
Manitowoc, where I'm from, where I grew up.
How did we get here?
I don't know. Do we get anywhere on this show? We just get there, I guess. I mean, we get where we get.
I went to Wisconsin once.
Did you?
Yeah, I went to Fort McCoy, which is in between Sparta and Toma.
Oh, I thought those were made up words.
No,
I
those
thought
are
you
real
were.
places.
I thought you were
And when
fucking with me.
When I had never heard of Fort McCoy before, and I looked it up, and that was the references for it. I was like, oh, that's
Was it
super
like
helpful.
the real McCoy?
Well, apparently it's a big thing in the Army reserves, and because there's a shitload of Army reserves sold up there and doing training, and it sucked, but it was fun. It was good.
So, just for a little bit of knowledge for our viewers, ABV is how strong the beer is. So 5.5 is pretty normal for beers,
Pretty typical.
and the IBU of 20 is how strong the hop flavor is going to be.
Or bitterness specifically.
Yeah, yes, because you can be bittered by using bitter malts and grains. Now give you bitterness that wouldn't be
Well,
in IBU.
you can also use hops in different ways to provide aroma or flavor, but specifically IBUs are talking about bittering hops.
So I want to just say that this 5 IBU is the strongest 5 IBU I've ever tasted in my life. Because it went
No.
15 from the last one and
20
20.
20 IBU.
Right, but
The differential.
differential between 15 and 5 and 15 and 20.
Yeah.
Crazy. I actually say this is. I would say this is higher IBU than what it's on their thing. I bet I wonder if that's different every like batch they do or whatever else. It is more of a home brewer.
So in the previous one, I didn't really even notice hops. I notice them in this. They don't seem super strong, but I notice them.
Yeah.
Definitely. I do. I still not my favorite kind of beer, Happy Pete, but I have to say, it's moving up the charts.
One thing that surprised me a little in both of the last two we've had is they've both been a little bit lighter than what I usually expect in an Oktoberfest.
Yeah,
ones that I've made, ones that I've had at some other places are a little darker. They're still in the right ballpark, but these have both been a little bit lighter, which I think is why I would say with this one too. This is also actually not. I like this. This is totally drinkable, but it's not my favorite Oktoberfest.
I gotta say, this is. I thought it was going to be maltier, but I mean, it's a good beer. I enjoy it, but I think first the hops is too strong for me for an Oktoberfest. I would like it less hoppy, and I want more malt for an Oktoberfest. Although I'm like, I've only had like 3 or 4, so I don't have a. But when I think about it, when I read we're all reading a book about how to be better beer drinkers or more tasty. And Oktoberfest's description in its, what's it called? The book that tells you how things are supposed to taste?
You're talking about the BJCP
BJ,
guidelines?
yes.
Yeah.
What does IBU actually stand for?
International Bittering Units.
Man, that's nice.
Bittering?
Bittering or bitterness.
I thought it was bitterness.
Might be bitterness. Yeah.
What do you think about it, Pete? International. Why don't we have an American bitterness standard?
You know, international is fine because beer is an international thing that does bind us together.
It started long before America.
Feels
International feels a little true.
You know, I am all about international stuff. So what do you rate this one?
I think I'd give this one a 3.25.
Ooh.
Slightly higher than the previous, but not way higher.
I give this a 3.5. I'm very happy with it. I think it's fine, drinkable beer. I could drink too much of it.
I feel like I rated maybe the last one a little, didn't give it enough. I think this one is a little bit worse than the Sam Adams, and I feel bad about saying it.
Really?
But I'm going to give this one a 3.25 like I gave the last one. I think the hoppiness is too much for me. They don't. So I'm a big fan of when things are in balance. And I feel like this is a fine hoppiness or bitterness if it had more malt to back it, to flavor it, to balance it with. But because the hoppiness is overpowering the malt to me, I'm gonna give it a 3.25. So you said
I'm a little surprised. You seem very sensitive to the hops here.
Yes.
I think this one is nice and in balance. I think this one's fine. I don't think 20 IBUs is even that crazy.
It isn't.
It's not crazy at all.
Yeah. I'm surprised. I thought I was more sensitive to it than you, but apparently not.
No. I'm getting hops when I smell it. I get hops when first part of the drink is hops. The medium part is covered up by hops, and the back end of the flavor is hops. I'm not getting the malt is there, but it's underneath everything else, which is just not what I want from Oktoberfest. Overpower me. All right, for the small talk of the night.
Hang on, I want to get Stabby Pete's opinion.
Oh,
do you think the hops are overpowering?
I don't think so at all.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't
do
either.
taste the hops, but I also taste the malt, and I think it's pretty balanced myself.
Yeah. Okay.
It sounds to me though that Country Pete just can't hang.
Yeah. Thank you for saying it, Stabby Pete.
That's what I'm here for. Getting truth.
all right.
On that note,
I have no rebuttal. No rebuttal. New games or shows? Anything from you, Happy Pete?
nothing exactly new. Just been starting into the new season of Lower Decks.
Or no, any shows, any games might be coming up in the future that you're interested, you're salivating for, or any new
Not
shows coming up.
particularly.
All right.
Well, Humankind just came on sale on Steam, and I finally bought that yesterday.
Oh, yeah, I
Started
have it.
playing it. So.
It's pretty fun. I didn't play it. I only played it
different.
for one game, and then I went back to Civ.
It is different than Civ, and I'm getting used to it. We'll see.
I'm looking forward to Mines of Moria. It's a new survival game like Valheim or those kind of things you can play with up to 10 of your friends. I'll have a server up, and you can see it at the Pete Show Discord. I'll have it so everybody who wants to play can play with us. But Mines of Moria, you play a dwarf trying to come back into Moria, and there's supposed to be Balrogs and all kind of craziness in there.
Is there beer in Moria?
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, if there's dwarves,
I'm
it's gotta
sure.
be, right?
It's got it.
Yeah. Valheim had. Later we have an episode coming up where we're going to brew some of the meads from Valheim. It's upcoming episode 62. I have no idea what episode it is.
I'll be interested to see how the frost resistance mead, how you do that.
Definitely we're going to the
We
one
can
we're,
do that one in winter. Go stand outside.
the one we're going to do first is the minor healing beer, which is like cranberry, blueberries, strawberries, and dandelion.
So Stabby Pete will do a minor injury.
Yes,
And,
then we'll pour all this on him.
No.
No, he's gonna
I
stab
do
someone
them.
else.
So we definitely should test it that way. No, Pete shouldn't get stabbed. We should, invite some Jack over and stab them. That's another 4-letter name I thought we could attack. Not Sad Jack, though. Not Sad Jack. Sad Jack is a friend of the show.
Yeah, no, not sad, Jack.
He's already sad. We want to make him more sad. All right. All right. Thank you for joining us. We are The Pete Show. We're glad you joined us. We had some people come up with some names for the plum mead. Did you get a chance to look at those names?
No.
Somebody said plumodography? Plumodography?
Might not have to see that written down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mammography?
Plumography?
You want to look it up, Mrs. Because I don't remember how exactly what it was. Other thing it says, somebody said, Matt Shackle said, plums and coconut juice, way to get your regular. Way to get all your fiber, I think they said. I don't know, maybe.
It is a warrior's drink.
It is.
There's a warrior.
Yes. All right.
A regular warrior.
You're back to warrior.
Exactly.
Oh, damn it, I forgot to say. Like, subscribe, and comment. We appreciate you being here.
Thanks for stopping by.
That's it.